Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Haven't I told you, I think on about 3 occasions, that one big danger the United States of America, we actually, face is Iranian, in this case, sleeping or sleeper cells in the United States of America. I claimed on many occasions, and I was surprised that when the United States of America attacked various countries called terrorist countries, Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Syria, no horrible event occurred in the United States of America as a reaction to that. That is, Saddam Hussein activates some people and go to the, let's say, Hoover Dam and boom. Or anything like that, with some fertilizer or whatever they can use. Nothing like this happened. Now, I don't think that you watch too much Hollywood movies in order to think our intelligence services and our beautiful, sturdy FBI and CIA guys figure things out before that. They keep us safe. Nothing is perfect, but okay. So, in this case, the White House monitoring possible Iranian sleeper cells in the United States of America. Well, I would make the claim that the reason why one nuclear weapon, atomic bomb, let's make a little one, atomic bomb, was not yet detonated on the territory of the United States of America is because the decision has not been made. That's all. Or who needs to know about it knows about it but did not inform us. I will explain. That's the first topic. The second topic, I will show you Donald Trump's kind of justice, the rules-based world order, even though he doesn't talk about that. The other imbeciles used to talk about it. That is, everybody in NATO, everyone, must pay 5% from their domestic product, economic domestic product, or from GDP anyway. I missed G actually, gross domestic product, for defense, to give NATO. He says 5% you need to take from your schools, from your infrastructure, from your hospitals, from wherever, we don't care. You need to pay out. And you're going to give us, NATO, 5%, except one country, us. Now, that's the kind of justice you get into with NATO and the European Union. Now, Donald Trump comes and says something that I'm not surprised whatsoever. Why? Because of his overinflated ego. Trump says he deserves 5 Nobel Peace Prizes. Well, first you need to bomb someone and then you get the Nobel Peace Prize. Remember Mr. Obama? All right, I have two examples that I will use that for me. The first one did it, and the second one was a confirmation to point that there's already 2. That seems like a pattern. The first one was when Mr. Elie Wiesel, or Wiesel, got, I think, Nobel Prize for Literature with his whatever called Nights. And he got it because he talked about something in the Second World War. Okay? So when he got that one, because I was like, it should be a literary piece of art. It's not. Anyway, my assessment as the baboon. And next it was Obama. But Trump says he deserves 5 Nobel Peace Prizes. Maybe, but now they will take them back after they give it to you if you attack Iran. Or maybe you get the 6th when you attack Iran, because it goes hand in hand. And the last topic for this video is something I've been waiting for some time already. I knew it was coming, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time before Donald Trump calls for a special prosecutor to investigate the 2020 election. Well, I've been waiting for that. Do you think he's going to find something? I don't think so. I tell you why. That is the system. He cannot call the emperor without clothes. He's not going to say, oh, the emperor has no clothes. Actually, the system is rigged because this. He's going to be going to see Jesus or Moses, whomever he likes, before he's going to be able to, I have a little mini stroke or a little heart attack or my helicopter just take a shit, or who knows, I die in a sleep after I drink some Coca-Cola. All right, let's start with the first topic. News Nation, June 20th, 2025. White House monitoring possible Iranian sleeper cells in United States of America. I guarantee you there's not only US, there's Chinese, there's Indian, there's Russian, there's many sleeper cells in the United States of America from allies and enemies and others. Why? Because when the Americans get one night a little bit more drunker than usual, and they get their shotgun, they're like, oh, God damn it, where's my dip? It goes with a shotgun in the parking lot, which is the world, and picks a fight. That one can say, boy, we got an atomic bomb somewhere in New York in a basement. See how much you need for an atomic bomb, a box like this, right? Nevertheless, you can go by radiation and so on, but when you find it, what are you going to do? You just stand by and don't attack. So that's why I'm saying maybe the decision has not been made. Iran definitely had sleeper cells. It's not that I have the information or I'm one of them. It's just because it's normal. It's ABC 1, 2, 3. So indeed, the problem is, when will they get activated? When we're going to do something to them. Why do we do something to them? Because someone else? So we're going to pay the price because these imbeciles are going to do someone else's dirty job? I said this for so many times. These guys have it, they will activate it, and when the Americans, or if, let's start with this, if the Americans, I'm about 95% Americans will strike Iran. So if the United States of America will strike Iran or will not strike Iran, we will have a big tragic September 11 kind of thing in the United States of America. And the media, the Bloombergs, the Schneiders, the Dershowitzes, all these guys will come and tell us, see, that is exactly what we've been telling you. Everybody else, shut the fuck up. We told you Iran is bad. And there will be the self-fulfilling prophecy, which the imbeciles will promote, and the weak link strata of our society will gulp it like they gulped the Iraq War and many others. So that's the first one right here. They have it. Be careful. What are they going to do? Infringe our liberties? They already do that. Let's see Donald Trump's kind of justice. Ukrainska Pravda. Trump. All NATO countries should spend 5% of GDP on defense, except the US. And probably his claim and his argument is because we pay the most. But if we go like that, why, let's say, big economy versus, let's say, Latvia in NATO, or Estonia, 1.3 million people, 1.3. It will, 5% of that GDP is like a fart, not even a wet fart, right? Compare that with Germany or Great Britain. So then why is that equitable? So if you go by proportionality, how much everybody pays, like in taxes. I disagree with the flat tax, like 5% flat, like 5% tax. Income tax or property tax. So I'm against property tax, just so you know. So why? Obvious reasons. So I need a work permit if I do some work on my property. Why? Because you need to give them money and they need to control and tell you every day who's boss. So again, if you go by proportionality, if I make $10 million, 5%, it's a lot compared with the person who makes $30,000. And no, it's different. And then we say, we tax the rich. You already overtax them, I think. You shouldn't go 5%. You should go citizens. You vote, you have one vote. I work, I give you $1. You work, you give $1. Everyone should give in tax $1. I'm just saying, you can set it at 500, you can set it at 5,000, but a set sum, not proportionate, because otherwise we're going to get to something else. Well, how about I get 50 votes because I'm smart and knowledgeable, and Gigi gets 0 vote because he's an imbecile. How about that one? Understand? No. All right. So let's go. If you go by proportionality, let's go to the next one. Trump says he deserves 5 Nobel Peace Prizes. Okay, well, good. They will give it to you probably once you do their dirty job. You know who's there? Okay. And I'm quoting, they won't give me a Nobel Peace Prize because they only give it to liberals. No, they do the people who follow the orders and belong to a certain group. Trump specified that he should have gotten it, the Nobel Peace Prize, 4 or 5 times for his achievements, including the Abraham Accords and his mediation effort during the India-Pakistan escalation earlier this year. My boy, you just inflate your currency, okay, by doing that. My first one did it when I realized who gets the Nobel Peace Prize, and then they tell us they're smarter than all of us, because look how many are of them. And I realized, well, how are they promoted to those positions? Well, as others, like Einstein is the greatest scientist. He's not. Einstein is not the greatest scientist. He was a library rat. On other people's work, he came with the idea, excellent. He's not the greatest scientist, but they portrayed, because when you go to Nobel Peace Prize, you can find all kind of names, but mostly an overrepresented group. Why? Because they try to portray them as being the and you okay, not only they're more moral than you, they're better than you, because if God chooses you, he must know shit. No, anyway, so five or 6 or 1,000 peace prizes, I really don't care, because Nobel Peace Prize lost its value a long time ago. And when I saw, for instance, Nights by Elie Wiesel book, why did he get it? Well, first, he's got the first strike, he's accredited, promoted, and so on. And the second one, he talks about what they want be promoted, that subject, and that's it. Now, if that book, the same book, would have written by, I don't know, Gigi from Madagascar, maybe even on the same subject, with the same evidence, he wouldn't have been probably promoted. Look at people, how they have a best-selling authors. Again, not because they say they are promoted by the same guys, by the Barnes & Noble, Schulers. Look who's behind all that. Nevertheless, so yes, you can take 1,000 peace prizes. For the baboons, oh my God, Obama got it. Obama got it before he got sworn in, if I remember correctly. Or nominated. He got it. For what? For what? What did he do? He attacked Libya, killed, the Libyans killed Gaddafi. Huh? Do you think that's peace prize? Well, they attacked us in Benghazi. It's like the Second World War with the 7th of December 1941, the Pearl Harbor. Are they coming? Yeah. Let them do it. And after they do it, we're going to attack them. We're going to declare war because we're going to attack. Don't tell the baboons. Are they there yet? Oh, yeah. Okay, here. Okay. Oh, my God. This day will live in infamy. We've been attacked. People. America. And many other. You let them do it. Like, for instance, I'm not claiming this, but some people say that Israel's biggest intelligence failure was on October 7th. Why? What happened after October 7th? Gaza, Syria, Lebanon, Iran. Anyway, September 11, what happened after September 11? We destroyed Iraq, Afghanistan, and so on. On whose name? Well, a lie. That's the first one. Next, Obama, again, Wiesel. And let's see how Trump calls for a special prosecutor to investigate 2020 election, reviving a long-standing grievance. Man, if something you think is unjust, you go and press charges. If you think that your neighbor killed your son and it hasn't been prosecuted yet, would you have a grievance? I would go to grave with that grievance, unless it's solved. So I will try always go and find out if indeed that guy did that to my son. So what's the problem, homie? The problem is Donald Trump tries to, for personal Nobel Prize reasons, inflate it. Okay, he wants to prove that there were some irregularities. I think there were irregularities because nothing is perfect, not even nothing. Okay, so what is he going to find out? If he's going to find out something, it's not going to be something major, and he can claim how much he wants. Let's say he finds, okay, the elections were rigged. Now what? Then what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let's say he's allowed and he finds they were all stolen and all that. What are you going to do then? Do you understand what are the stakes here? The system Yeah, they will change their clothes. You're on backpack today, they're like this, tomorrow like this. They will adjust. All right? They will adapt. The guys from the system, within the system, who have the system by the balls, okay, designed the system and they tweaked it to work their way. And they will adapt. And they will do what? Do you think they're going to all say, oh my God, now we found out. Let's say tomorrow, I'm just saying, let's say tomorrow, it's evidence that FBI boom boom JFK. Let's say. What do you think will happen? What do you think do you think that FBI will be tomorrow closed and then replaced with what? You need something like that, do you? If you don't, let's go to the police. What are you going to go do with the military? After all, they lied about the Gulf of Tonkin. Are you going to close the military? They lied about the Gulf of Tonkin with Vietnam. That's why these guys went full force in Vietnam. So what are 55,000 Americans died in that garbage and 3 countries destroyed, Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia. Millions of people from there destroyed. Anybody will be prosecuted? Are we going to close the military? What are we going to do with it? Nothing. We're going to just at best. So what is it going to do? We're going to find out the system is rigged. We know that with evidence. Evidence is right there just to see it. It's just that they don't say it. But it's go and vote through the voting machines, okay? Go. And see who they select for you and I to vote for. Trump and Kamala? Are these quality presidents, the guys that should lead the country like we say we are? These guys are not. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.